To have someone to talk to, just events, or to have someone listen to you, that would have done, incredible wonders, I think. After my episode with St. John's, I engaged with a sports psychologist, and it was incredible. My confidence was shattered after St. John's. It took me a couple of years to build it back up, but it was amazing, because they, just by listening and making some suggestions, they help you develop the tools to help yourself. If there's any stigma around seeing a sports psychologist, I couldn't disagree more with that. It changed my life for sure. It gives you a lot of strength, and you feel like you can go into any situation and you're the toughest person in the room. And I don't mean you can, knock someone out. It means you feel like you can take on anything. And you still have those impulses where you have anger or you react a certain way, but it kind of helps you to kind of take a step back and think about, what's really my goal here? And it just helps you to kind of be a little bit more thoughtful about the whole process.
That was Jeff Ware from episode 93 of the Up My Hockey podcast. And Jeff was a former first rounder of the Toronto Maple Leafs, 15th overall back in the 1995 entry draft. And in that clip, you were hearing him talk about his time after he left the Maple Leaf organization, after 2 years of being a pro and dealing with knee surgeries and injuries, and where his confidence was at an all-time low, to use his words, shattered. And he had to come back from the abyss, and he was able to do that with the help of a sports psychologist. He was able to reconstruct his confidence and be able to realign with his goals and his dreams, and was able to prepare himself to move forward, and now he feels stronger than ever. Yet the point of this video is that he wishes he would have done it sooner. He wishes he would have had that support around him earlier. And would it cost him $1 million? Did it cost him $5 million? Being late to that party? And that's the question that I have to answer myself too in my career. I said no to an opportunity to work with Anthony Robbins, Mr. Tony Robbins himself, when I was 19 years old. I declined that offer because I thought I had things figured out. And at the time, things were good, and I think I did have things figured out. So it's not about whether you have them figured out or whether you're broken or whether your confidence is shattered. It's just, what do you want? What do you want? Do you want to be your best? Do you have big goals and do you have big dreams? And if the answer is yes to that, if you don't think you can optimize with the support of some mental performance help, then you've completely missed the boat. Because there is something inside of you that you're not aware of. And there is something, and I'm talking about a greatness inside of you that you're unaware of, that you will not be able to harness by yourself. And there is also unforeseen adversity for you in your future if you have big goals and dreams. There is something that's going to happen that is going to sideswipe you and is going to knock you off the rails. And if you are prepared for that moment before that moment happens, if you have support around you during that moment, what are your chances of recovery? I assume you're going to answer that they're going to increase. Just like if things are going well and things are going smoothly, that there are ways to get even better. There are ways to improve even more, to develop faster than others, to improve faster than others, to find new areas in your game that you can excel at. So from a mental performance standpoint, it is critical. Jeff goes as far as off the air to tell me that he thinks anyone who has any aspiration at all in hockey should recruit somebody on their inner team now. And to be quite honest, that's what NHL guys are doing now. The game is completely personalized and completely individual, and peak performance, peak potential is the ultimate goal. And these guys are smart enough now because they don't want to play $1 million gamble. They don't want to bet against themselves. They want to give themselves every opportunity to use their skills for as long as possible to earn this amazing living. Now, others have done this outside of hockey. It's just becoming now new in hockey. But like guys like Roger Federer, Tiger Woods, other sports, individual sports have been using either sports psychologists or mindset performance coaches like myself for a long time now. And that's the way that hockey is going. So I just want this to be your eye-opener, right? Your eye-opener. Say yes to support. Say yes to growing your team. Be curious about what's happening between your ears and about how you can explore the possibility to be even better, to grow as a person, to grow as a player, and also to be wise enough to recognize that there is adversity ahead of you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but somewhere down the road that you want to be as ready as you can be for that moment. And this applies inside and outside of sports, of course. So whether you're a hockey parent or a hockey player or a hockey coach right now, it's not just all about hockey. Jeff says in his interview that he is now a more resilient, mentally tough human, that he walks into a room and he feels like he's the toughest one there because he's been through it, and now he has the tools and strategies in place that he can come out of any moment stronger and feeling good about himself. There's massive value in that. There's massive confidence in that, self-belief, self-worth in that. So as far as sports psychologists go, there is a place for them, of course, a very valuable place, and a place that Jeff Ware was able to use to his benefit. And there's also people like me who aren't sports psychologists, who don't have 8 to 10 years of school behind them, but do have the experiential wisdom of 10 years of pro hockey, of 10 years of chasing a dream and making some things come true, and maybe having some goals not come true, and having the experiential wisdom of that, and also being in the trenches with the players now and providing that wisdom and providing the book knowledge that I've gained to help players get through. So there is a place for everybody in this world as far as from the support standpoint is. So it's not just players, people like me, or not just sports psychologists, but there is somebody for you out there. There is somebody that can help you be better. And I think that's the biggest thing, that I want to empower you to take that bold step. Don't be like Jason Podolin and say, no, I'm good. Don't say, I got this, I'm going to figure it out. And don't be like Jeff Ware and wait till the moment is kind of past, where all of a sudden the confidence has been shattered and it's hard to rebuild that. Say yes now to what your future greatness looks like and what your future greatness can be. And if you make that choice now, you are going to be thankful, and it's going to be a much better investment in you than power skating or a hockey school or a shooting clinic will be. So that's my sage advice for now, that what is happening between your ears and in your heart is something that you have control over. And at this point right now, what you don't know, you don't know. So be curious about what you don't know and find out what it is that you could find out more about. And that is mental performance and how that's going to help you optimize. So until next time, play hard and keep your head up.